Salve, we are continuing here with line 569 to 574. Dido is continuing her speech to the Trojans. Se vos hesperiam magnam Saturnia quarva, si vericis fines regim quoptatis acestin, auxilio tutos dimito pibusque iuabo. Let's first draw our attention to the su and the siwe, both ways of saying si or siwe, if or whether. So there's two options here. And the verb is optatis, the subject vos, you all. We got the tis ending there. So subject is vos. If you all, optatis, if you all desire. Oh, we have vos right here. My mistake. We got vos. Okay, it's stated. If you all desire these options, Hesperia, remember that is the Greek name for Italy. Hesperia, Italy. And and this is Great Hesperia, sorry. If you desire Great Hesperia, and the Saturnian arwa are fields. This is neuter plural. The Saturnian fields. Why are they Saturn's fields? Why is this Saturn's land in Italy? It's because in the Golden Age, Saturn hid out in Italy, ruled Italy. The word lateo means to hide, and that's where the name Latium comes from, where the name Latin derives from, means a hiding place for Saturn during the war with the Olympians and the Titans. So he was in Italy, so we call it the Saturnian land, land of Saturn. Whether you all wish for or desire the great Hesperia, Italy, and the Saturnian fields, this is all the same place, right? All Italy, or the Fines Erucis. The Fines, the borders, meaning the land also, Erucis, of Eryx. And Eryx, Far tells us, is son of Venus and half-brother of Aeneas, who settled in Sicily, where he gave his name to a mountain and a city. So Erycus is genitive, third declension, the borders of Erycus, meaning Sicily. Regemque and King Acestes, okay, and King Acestes. And remember, Acestes rules in Sicily, so he also is a way of saying Sicily. So you got two options, either Italy or Sicily. If you want me to help you to Italy, or if you want me to help you to Sicily, if you desire this or this, auxilio tutos dimitam. This is a nice little delay of the main clause here. I will send you. This is a future first person singular. I will send, and you got to put in vos, okay, you, tutos, safe. It's the adjective describing you, the vos here. We had it up above, but it's still in there. And I'll send you with auxilio. This is an ablative. How am I going to send you? With help. Okay, so auxilio. So one more time. Whether you all desire the great Hesperia and the Saturnian fields, or the borders of Eryx, meaning Sicily, and King Acestes, I will send you safe with help. And I will iuabo, miss this last part, I will also, another future here, and it's first person singular, wabo, I will help you, opibus, with resources. Opibus, ablative plural, how am I going to help you with resources? Interesting note on the futures here. This one has the bo, bis, bit type endings because it's a first conjugation. Conjugations 1 and 2 use bo, bis, bit, bimus, bitus, bunt in the future. And conjugations 3 and 4, which dimito comes from, it's dimito, dimittere, it's a third declension, use am esset, emus et essent. So remember, regular futures actives use either bo, bis, bit or am, esset endings This is a conjugation 1, so we use that. Conjugation 3, we use ameset. Okay, moving along, next sentence. Vultus et his mecum pariter considere regnis. Oh, I should have capitalized that. Whoops. Urbem quam statuo vestrest subducite naves trosturiusque mihi nullo discrimine agetur. Vultus, the verb here, and look at the ending again, it's tis, just like we had up in optatus, so our subject is vos. Think M-O-S-T, mus tis, unt. Okay, vultus. You want, okay, do you want to considere, here's your complementary infinitive with, that's supposed to be squiggly, with vultus. Do you want to sit down or to settle, meaning, do you want to settle me cum, with me, cum me, equally, pariter, as equals, his regnis, these are ablatives, in these kingdoms, poetic use of the plural here, in this kingdom of Libya, Carthage is what she means. And do you all want to settle equally with me in these kingdoms? All right, you got to put an in with those ablatives, I think would be best. Pariter is an adverb. Urbem quam statuo vestrest. The city which I am establishing is yours. Okay, so we got this little clause here, which I am establishing. And the main verb is est, and then this is the verb of this little clause here. The city, accusative, which, let's see here. Okay, wait, let me redo that a little bit. Really, this whole thing should be this little clause here. And it's implied, I think here, that herbs would, normally herbs would be in nominative, okay? The city is yours. See how we did this? The city is yours. And then that would go with this. However, we've got this indirect, this relative clause here, and I think that urbem must be attracted to the case of this, so that's why it's in the accusative case here. So the city which I establish is yours, but here it's in accusative. Needed an extra syllable, I guess. Okay. Subducite naves, lead up your boats, an imperative. Lead up your boats. And then last, tros duriusque mihi nullo discrimine agetur. This is a future from ago agere, and we know it's a future because it's got the e. The present would be agitur with an I, agitur, but this is future. So we got a future here, and we got these futures in this line, right? Going on. This is a future from the third conjugation use, so it uses ameset. In this case, it's passive, so let's see, eristur, using or r erisatur, I guess, would be what it is. Tros is the subject, Trojan, and Tyrian, or this means Carthaginian. Remember, the Carthaginians come from Tyre and Sidon. That's why you can use Tyrius to describe Carthaginians. So Trojan and Tyrian will be, I guess, will be given or treated, will be done with nullo discrimine, ablative with no discrimination, no division or distinction, I guess. Mihi, by me. And mihi is a dative here, but it's used in an ablative sense of, I think I used pink there. I was trying to use beige for dative. It's given in a sense of dative of agent, by me. would be the best way to translate this. Sometimes the dative can be used as agent, even though ablative usually does that job. So one more time. Trojan and Tyrian will be distinguished with no discrimination. Let's see what Farr says. With no difference. Farr says difference on that. By me. In other words, I won't distinguish between Trojan or Tyrian. Everyone's going to be treated equally in this kingdom. So feel free, this goes, with this whole section here, feel free to settle with me if you want to. This city is yours. Lead up your boats. I will make no distinction between Trojan and Tyrian. So Dido is very generous to the Trojans. Their reputation as being noble people has preceded them, and Dido says either I'll help you in however I can, or you can even settle here. A very generous offer from Dido. And remember earlier we didn't know what her reaction was going to be. There was the res incognita, the unknown thing, but now we know the res incognita, and she is favorable to the Trojans. Wale!